Hey, you, and welcome back to Bellaton. We are in Banished. Oh my goodness, I am so in love with this game. This is, I just, yeah. I love this game. I love this game. It's been so brilliant. So I have, you can see we went from snow to spring. I turned off the weather effects because I have had all the snow I can possibly deal with for a while in real life, and you know what, I just don't want to see it. So we do have a few things have changed, not too much since you were here last. The orchard is planted. We now have a walnut orchard. That's kind of nice. These two houses got built and immediately people moved in and started producing more population for us, bless their little hearts. But then I saw this. Now, these are people who have got about 10 years past their ability, the time when they could have started having children. I've really messed that up. We've got 17-year-old, we got a 20-year-old, we got a 20-year-old here. This is the place where you get into some scary bits, because if they do not start having their own homes and producing children almost immediately, we are going to get into a place where we just don't have enough population for this game to be a whole lot of fun. So I've put in another, some housing back here. I hope 3 is enough. I'm not even sure that it will be. You know what? Let's just put in another one. What the heck? We'll start a little subdivision back here because we can. That's all. I have put in some roads. This area is designated for clearing over here, so they'll be doing that soon. And right now they're off clearing this area up a little bit because we know we're making our way there, and we needed some logs and we needed some stones. So I just said, well, let's go start doing that. Now I ran the road across over here. Oh, the upper limits of logs. Well, we definitely want to up that as far as they want to do it, to build, gather it. You can see how this has been growing in really nicely. Now, if you look close, you see there's like berries and mushrooms and all kinds of things. There's herbs back here. So I have put in a gatherer and a herbalist in addition to, the ones that are in town, because these have, this goes to here and that goes to there, and it's only overlapping there at the top of the mountain where nothing counts anyway. So these guys will have a whole new, area of influence to build in. And I'm thinking I should probably run the road along here as well, if I can find the road thing. Can I go up this way? I can. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And just have, let them have options in terms of where. Does that meet up? I do believe I got it. Okay, so the foresters, we have some laborers, we have some kids who have grown up. I am going to max that out at 4. I want them being as efficient as humanly possible. The builders, okay, we do have people building over here. I am going to take one of these laborers. Actually, you know what, let's take 2 of them. We've got some resources with all this cutting that we're doing over here. We do have, we figured we'd start expanding into here. Maybe put another farming area back there at some point. But I'm going to build up houses along this area as we need them. Yeah, see, these people are just moving in immediately. They're saying, please, please, please let me have a home. This is just all messed up that I don't. Now, this little symbol says, I've made as many as you allow me to. We are no longer producing here. But we have 50 tools. That's going to be awesome for a long time yet. The wood, the firewood, we've got 300 stored. And that's probably okay because, again, the houses should have... Yeah, see, they've got some firewood on their own already. So the storage, that's, yeah, that's okay. So it is late autumn. Whoops, what's this? Storage is near capacity. Okay, I lost one of my little things, that one that I like to keep up. So storage is getting, ridiculous. So we need to do something with that. Oh, the tragedy of having too many things. Isn't that awesome? Too many things is a good thing. So you know what? Let's just tuck this one in right here. It's nice and handy. It's near everything. With the disasters turned off, I don't have to worry about a tornado taking out the entire thing. Now, if I were playing this with disasters on, and I don't even know what other disasters can happen, but I know tornadoes suck. No, tornadoes blow. Of course. Yeah, anyway, we have to you know, I would not have everything in one place anymore. I would have a second storage barn far, far away. I would have other stockpiles far, far away. And quite frankly, you know, ooh, food. Food is a problem all of a sudden because these houses came, of course, and filled up as much as they could. Oh, look, yeah, we got them going already. Got babies going. That's great. But food production for all these people is about to change. So I think I am going storage, storage, storage. Yeah, okay, we got it. We got this. First thing I am going to put in, they will just pile stuff up wherever they can. So that, you know, it's not like a real big problem having. It'd be nice if we could just tuck. No, we don't want to tuck it in that close because there is that whole overlapping thing for the fishing. This looks like it's about halfway, so that's actually, this is probably just, oh, can't do it from there. Right there, that's still pretty good. I think that's fine. I don't know if I can get a road over this hill. Can I get a road over this hill? Yeah, it looks like I can, and just tie it up. Oh, but can I get it down the hill? Yes, I can. That works. Okay, so this one will be a little bit faster to get to than that one. That's a good thing. Herdsman. Well, I don't have herds yet. I'm going to put another person into hunting. And, of course, as soon as these two industries are built, I will need to, well, we'll need some more people over here. More babies. Babies are good for the environment. This one is almost ready. I'm happy to see. And do I have another one here? I don't. Okay. Herb limit. Well, we haven't reached the herb limit anyway, but food limit. Okay, so they're moving that into there, but obviously that's not going to be a long-term solution. Do I want one over here? Storage, stockpile. See, we have a lot of room to build back here for all kinds of things. So maybe it's time to add storage further afield. Actually, you know what? Over here would be not bad at all for storage because it would be, you know, stuff that could be going on its way to the trading post later. So, you know what? Let's do that. We are going to put a great big old stockpile right there. One in because of the water right there. Okay. And they'll get to that eventually, and then we'll have some supplies on their way to the trading post. So that, oh, look at our walnut orchard. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, the trees are so nice. And they actually look different. I've only had peaches or something before. So yeah, this is pretty. I like it. So what do we have for, okay, one there that's going to want their own home soonish. One there, absolutely. One there, absolutely. Two there, and another to come. And oh my goodness. Okay, look at these guys. That's pretty harsh right there. That's not good at all. We have got somebody who could have been having children for me for the last 15 bloody years, and I haven't let them do that. So that is a seriously bad thing in my books. We do have one house going up there, but obviously we need more than one. So you know what? I am going to stick a road going back up this way because it is just a matter of time. And let's start building some houses out here as well. Yeah, because they're moving in the second they can. Oh yeah, see that's the kind of thing to look out for right there. That's 15 years of childbirth years that I have missed out on in terms of building a viable community. So not great at all. I don't like it. Now we do have a bunch of laborers here. I am going to put in another forestry place immediately. Right there, a forester's lodge. Where do I want another one? You know what? Let's put one back here for sure. We'll just put one right there because he has plenty to build apparently, or I mean plenty to restore. And while we are waiting on that, we'll just clear cut some more. and get all this iron and stone and all these good things in here, and then he can fix my disaster in just a minute. So this one is saying, I'm here, but I'm not working. What should I be doing? So we are going to put a couple of people gathering. That one of these will have two. And because I had two herbalists at the other place, they just were intelligent and split up because they're bright that way. And I love that of these people. Now, if I remember correctly, and I'm not sure I did because I have done almost, like that much with trading. And there's one whole tab in trading. I have no idea what it's supposed to do anyway. But I think herbs were actually pretty good in terms of income. So I think, we're going to crank this up to as many as they can pack in because I like that idea. So we'll have two herbalists at each. Now we could have 4 at each, which would be better. Right now, builders, laborers, farmers. What's the food situation? Now we have more fishermen now, so let's get at least 3 per place. The hunters, I have, where is that? Where am I doing? This place here, 3 of 3, and I've put 4. You can only have 3, and I clicked on 4 for whatever, because I'm bright that way. You want to play like I do, yeah, but I have fun. Okay, my dog has just literally hauled her water dish over, saying, would you refill this? Now, she was just drinking a moment ago, so I know she's not dying of thirst. But she doesn't like it to be empty, so she just slid it over beside the chair and said, would you fill me up, please? Because that's my girl. She is nothing if not smart. She's a good dog. So we have no stored clothing. Oh my goodness, that can't be good. So these houses are filled immediately, and they're all being filled with teenagers. Those poor 30-year-olds who are looking for their own homes can't get them yet because the kids keep moving in. These two will never get out from under mom and dad's influence. This is terrible. Okay, if I don't give them a home really, really soon, they are never going to get to know the joys of, okay, that's really close. God, that's disturbing. But you know what? They've been living with their parents till their mid-30s. So maybe they'll feel more comfortable right there at the front door of mom and dad's house. That's a little creepy. And if you're watching this and you are 35 years old and you still live at home, move. Just move. You are missing out on some cool things. Like how to starve to death and live on craft dinner, right? That's simple. Kiss for luck. All right, that's my girl. That's my baby. This is my baby. So, you need to learn to watch the games. She does occasionally. I've got this stool I've had in here for her a few times recently, and I don't have it right now, but she'll come in and sit beside me, and every once in a while something catches her eye. And you watch the games too, don't you? Yeah, I know. And it's my girl. This is the happiest, most positive dog I have ever been around. Life is just this constant game for her. Where would she get a trait like that? People who play games, or animals who play games all the time. That is so weird. Isn't that strange? Who would do that? I don't know. Okay, you have to get down, though, because I can't. I have people who need me. Okay, so they're little virtual people, but, Okay, we've got somebody hungry here, and that is because a new house went up. She moved in, bless her heart, but she hasn't gone to get food yet. And because there is no stored food here, because it's in all the houses, she's having a freak out moment. So, she probably won't starve to death until the next batch of fish comes in, I say with a great deal of hope. And some fish came in and disappeared immediately. So she was probably waiting by the door going, food. So, we've got onions. Things are coming in from the gatherers. So that's all great. Now, we can have possibly 8 gatherers. Let's go for 4 of them, at least 2 each. The hunter are filled. The herbalist is maxed out. We can it's my dog. That is my dog, Bella. Right there. Yeah. Just in case anybody missed hearing her, that was a dog. So we have a bunch of these kids that are going to be with, labor ready soon. I still can't believe I say these things. This lady will be looking for a husband. Now we have people up in the 40s and 50s, so they are no longer producing. Now see these two here, these ladies, they need their own home. We got a lot of females here. We need some males moving in, guys. Where are all my little boys? I need some boys. Don't. Just wait. No, please. Let's put in, what do we have for, well, we got stone, we got wood, we kind of got all the things at the moment. So I'm going to just put in another little stone house back here. Let's tuck it back a little. I just, I'm not somebody that would want to live directly on a main road, so I'm going to assume that they might agree with that sometime. Oh, now look at this guy. Look at all those little saplings growing. Isn't he just awesome? And then you can see all the herbs and the mushrooms and all the good things that we could be eating, but those are at least getting cleaned up over here, and there's still lots. And now we have a forest where a rock pile used to be. Isn't that awesome? I love this game. Now this just, we've reached, again, our resource limit. I don't want them using up every single solitary thing we have, so that's just fine. And they've started using this now, which is great, because we will be putting in a trading post as soon as possible. Look, 37 grown-ups in a whole whack of kids. So nice. And like, we've got little girls, right? We've got like 2 girls there that would like to be having babies. We have another one here, another one coming. Another girl there, another girl child there. Wowzer. Yeah, we definitely need some boys along. Oh, boy, 4-year-old, you're going to be a popular guy. I hope you like older women, sunshine. This one, too. Yeah. Well, let's hope these boys like older women, because they're going to have both young and old to choose from. Wow. So, okay, weird little stop there. Now, to get nomads to arrive, I know we need trading, I know we need a town hall, and I just don't know what else we need. I really, really don't remember. But we could build, the health is pretty good. We could try to start building one of these places. We're going to need a whole second little community area over here. But, at some point, the reserve of food is low. Yeah, I know. And I thought, okay, how can I address this even more? You know what? We can do more with farming. We can add 2 more fishermen. We can add 2 more gatherers. What the heck? Let's get some food going on. I could plant another field too. More fields for me. It will be the same kind of food, of course, because that's all we've got. But I would like to leave some of these trees. I know, that surprises you, doesn't it? Yeah. I know you would have never thought that of me, but there it is. 8. You know what? If I go closer to the house, no, that's as much right there. 8 by 15. Okay, right there. Just tuck that in. Sure. And then we'll put another one this way. We'll get a little patchwork thing going, right? It'll be fun. And hopefully later we'll have other seeds and we can start another farming area someplace else. I mean, obviously we could, we could put something else over here, another orchard if we can get more seeds. That would be kind of cool. Corn or beans? Yeah. Corn is good, except, all this genetically modified stuff. But we don't have that in Belton. We just, Bellaton. So, see, now this fellow is going to want his own home soon, and we have a lot of older women he could be choosing from. Let's get a house down really quick before he has a lot of younger women to choose from. Because, yeah. My poor dog. She's just my poor dog. Okay, so we'll put in another house there. Now I want a tailor. We really need to have a tailor here soon. Which is where are we? My tailor. Because I don't think we have any coats. We don't have any of the good things. I will put that there, relatively close to, okay, there it is. And hopefully I just missed that tree so it stays. That would be nice. So we have a few little trees growing up here in town, so we can build around that. Now we have to decide, where is the main section of town going to be? We're going to have a hospital and a town hall, a market. Where will that be? Is this going to be our main section here? Are we going to build those big things here? Or are we just going to keep this for farming and start building more of a city kind of feeling over on this peninsula for when the traders come in? Now there's the question. I have not built anything that far away yet. I have been keeping these things very close and tucked in together, and I've not done it that way. So it would be kind of interesting to see, you know, how well that works, because I don't know. Look at all the little baby trees. It's so nice. So nice. Look, we have a whole forest. So lots of places for the deer to hide. Lots of places for mushrooms to grow. Mushrooms. And of course we could just go in and do a clear cutting if we need a pile of logs in a hurry. And yeah, do that anytime we want. This guy, you know what, we have more people now. We might want to keep the firewood up a little bit more. Food is starting to build up a little better. That's good. We've got our one hide coat left, or maybe just created by this guy now. Okay, what are we going to do? You know what? Let's just build something way over here. We'll build some houses along the way. And we'll build trading and the town hall. And it will kind of more like an urban center over there. Because I haven't done that. So that seems like an excellent reason to give that a try. And I think first thing I'm going to put in another house back here. A couple of houses back here. So, you know, people don't have so far to go. Now, should the market be in the urban area or over here where we have most of the people? Now, there's a question I don't know the answer to yet. See, they're got little crates of nuts and things, and then they come back and pick them up and carry them away, and it's so cute. I love my little people. So look at the population. It is taking off. So we are really going to have to pay some more attention to food. This is about to change the entire dynamic that I have ever had in this game before. Because up until now, I've never had more than, 30 some people before hell descended and really messed things up. So I think it's time. We're going to put these right there. We will have two. Oh, boy, that one is like instant done. So we'll go for corn here, and now we need more farmers, and this one is not quite ready as soon as that pile of logs go. And this can be, I don't know, more corn, whatever. Corn and beans. And fishermen, let's max out. Oh, we have maxed out the fishermen. We could put another hunting lodge in someplace. That is a distinct possibility. Gatherers, we can do more of them. I don't know if that is the most efficient way of getting food. I kind of suspect it's not. However, I do like the idea. See, we've got more people. Oh, look at a lot more people that are going to be looking for their own homes again. These 10-year-olds, there's 16-year-old. Oh, 16-year-old boy. We have women's what need your services. The reserve for food is low. I know. Don't scare me this way. Just don't. You know what? If we're going to have a house over here and people in it. Yep, see, guys, they went for the younger ones. Damn. It's just, damn. Now the trading. Let's see with the trading post. How much room is that going to take and where will it fit? actually, the question becomes, will it fit? It's got to fit in here someplace. So there is room. That will go there. So I can put some fishing over here maybe. Let's do that. Let's put in another fishing shack, fishing dock. Shack dock. Dock. Right there. And we will run a road to that, of course. Meeting up with this one. It won't go there. Okay, fine. It's not going to go there. It's to there. Well, that sort of meets up. Off to the side. I don't know if that works, but it'll get them close to it before they slow down, right? And did I meet it up? I did. Okay. So these people have moved in. Lots of babies. You think it's time to put in a school? Might be. Oh, look at the fields. How pretty. Okay, didn't mean to do that, but you know, it's cute. Works all right. So the school, will it be way over there in the urban area? Somewhere along the middle. Maybe we could put it somewhere along the middle. It'll be like a little school that's like out in the country, lots of fresh air and all those good things. I like it. And I think it's time. I think it's time we start thinking about the future of this colony being as, you know, productive as we can possibly make it. Nah, I'll right across from the storehouse. That just seems boring. Okay, let's tuck it into the trees. Right. Whoops, too fast. Right there. We're going to put a little schoolhouse right here. We have a stream on either side for the little kids to wander into and drown. Oh my goodness, what a great placement for school. I'm so proud. Oh no. Okay, well let's hope that doesn't actually happen. If we start losing children to drowning, I'm going to die. So bad. So bad. Oh my goodness gracious. So now these 14 kids who are, you know, getting ready for child labor possibilities will not be doing that. They will be staying in school. So our labor situation is about to change rather dramatically, unfortunately. So let us, fishermen. Okay, I have a new dock in already. Lovely. Let's just max that out. Gatherer is doing good. I have, you know what, we could just put everything there. We'll just put everything like that. When the builders have nothing to build, they will go and clean and cut and do. Oh, look at the forest growing here now as well. Happy day. Let's go back and check some of our older houses, our older families, and see how they're handling it. See, these guys, you know, they're going to be productive for a good number of years yet, but they won't be making us babies anymore. Now, these two are going to want to. Nothing there. This is going to become our retirement village. Isn't that cute? Oh, and she's by herself. No babies. It's too late. I just got to her too late. So this is our retirement village. Right here, they're going to be able to go out and go fishing and all those fun things. And we will be looking for future citizens of our fair town. And did you notice that one too? It was one of the older girls that didn't manage to find a husband. We have spinsters. Isn't it cute? We have spinsters, and she's out there, you know, in a quiet little place by the river. Yeah, I like it. So these building away here. Food. Look at the food go through the roof. I love it. Many foods makes me happy. I like that. Now, how full is our storage barn getting to be? We may need another one of these soon too. 90% full. Awesome. So, whoa, take it easy there, dude. I'm going to put another one of these over here as well. Yes, dog, I hear you. I'm ignoring you. You don't understand the concept of, yeah, I'm not paying any attention to you whatsoever. So I'm going to stick one of these right here. And that's my baby. And now we have a schoolhouse. We need a teacher. And hopefully we hired somebody who's bright and intelligent and can be a good teacher having no education of their own. Oh, no, that's pitiful. That's really sad. You sound so sad. And she looks so happy doing it. My poor dog. Oh, she has a hard life. Bella. There, we're back. We're back for a snuggle. Kiss for luck. Hey, can I have a kiss for luck? All right, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Many kisses. Lots of kisses. Yeah, and now I'm getting all my fleas taken off. I have no fleas. She's diligent. She makes sure I never have fleas. She's awesome that way. Why don't you go chew something? Get yourself in trouble. Come on. Get down, baby. Oh, my dog. She's kind of awesome. Pain in the neck a lot. Oh, yeah, no, life is pretty hard when... Well, hi. How are you? Look at the camera and say hello. Kiss for luck. Ah, there we go. We got this. Yeah, we got this. Now I just have to teach you to use a mouse, right? Lately, when I get off the computer, she has taken to jumping up on here and playing around with things. So I think she is actually making a concerted effort to, to learn how to play the computer. That's my girl. You know it. So there will be our trading. We will put a town hall in here. And I think, you know what? I think we're going to put a great big market right here by the trading post. I think that'd be a pretty good idea. And look at these guys. They're going, yeah, I know we have a road over here because you can't get it over this hill. Nobody cared. Actually, can I get that over the hill? No. See, I can't do that. And they don't care. They go, you know what? We're not going to bother going around there. We'll just take the shortcut. They are not stupid people, and they are hardworking. And look at them. Look at them. They're going right over that hill all by themselves. I just think they're brilliant. I love these little people so much. It's so nice. Okay, food is like through the roof now. I am very happy to say. We'll have a new storage barn going up here very soon. And this one, you know, is going to max out very quickly. Lots of crops coming in. Oh, I like this. See, I feel good when this happens. What is that little pause? I've never had that happen in the game before. So she's on her own now. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the retirement village. Now, I think we need a church and a graveyard pretty soon because people are going to start to age, and oh, we've reached the 5,000 with food at some point. So the fishermen stopped fishing. Let's put in a spot for a church, and then we can put in. Actually, we should put in a hospital. A hospital, right? We have a hospital, and then the graveyard, and then a church. So if it doesn't work out here, you just move right over. That's called efficient town planning, don't you think? Come on, work with me here. So, okay, that seems a little bit grim, but you know, it saves some walking, right? I'm sorry. I amuse myself sometimes. I just sit here and have all kinds of fun all by myself. So there's going to be our church, and we will put in a graveyard right here, a cemetery. Actually, I want to do it that way. I want to go all the way. Oh, no, I missed it too. Okay, turn. Catch it right. I want to go right from the edge of that over as far as I can before the river intrudes right there. Okay, so that is going to be our cemetery. And I do want a hospital. I mean, the health is amazing. Oh, but boy, look at these big projects. We, you know, so much for having storage problems. We can clean that out in a hurry, like a big hurry. Now, the tailor and the our firewood guy, he's having a hard time now. He's going, oh, I have no logs. Give me logs. So I think that's probably a good idea. What's the closest place? You know what? I'm going to cut back here. We do have these foresters, blah, 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 replanting very, very nicely. So let's just cut this area and then they can replant again. And that'll be relatively close to filling this back up again, but we are going to need it. And you know what? We can do the same back here very soon too. Because this guy's cold, we are going to have people die if we don't get some firewood up in a big hurry. I mean, it's like 14 degrees outside. That's cold. So hopefully the woodcutter got the little bit of wood that was there before these guys did. Because these big projects just, yeah, you just thought you had extra resource. Oh, see what's happening here? Okay, so we're going to go over here. And I believe we can pause these projects until we get... actually, that doesn't need logs anymore, does it? Okay, so that, you know what, you can go ahead. But these guys still need logs, and I think we just need to get the logs into the homes of our families. So I don't think that's, yeah. So where we got some logs going, we got some firewood. They'll be over to pick some up as quickly as they can. Oh, because everybody's cold. We are going to have people dropping like flies here in a minute. And has that already happened? Is that why I don't have a farmer here? Or did I just not? Yeah, see, I think I have people dying. That's very bad. That's not good. We need people. No citizens available. Well, spring is here. That's a good thing. See, you start doing the big stuff and you got to watch the little stuff because they are going to stay cold until they get firewood. They're like me. Once they get chilled, no amount of summer sunshine is going to help. You just freeze and freeze and freeze. So, not good. So we have to get those logs just built up really big, really big. And now here's where we're hitting the labor problem. Because we do have a fair amount of foods. I'm going to take one guy out of here and put it back over here so that this actually gets some attention. Because what is happening now is all those children who would have grown up and become part of this growing, you know, we have more people, we have more needs, but we also now have 10 students instead of 10 more laborers. And that is going to slow everything down for a while until, you know, we've shifted out of child labor into an educated citizenship. So, yeah, that is going to make a difference for a while. And, you know, it's like anything. When you change the way a community does, you know, goes about its business, well, stuff happens, so... And I am going to do a little bit more cutting back here and pick up the rocks and the iron and stuff that's kicking around in there. Look at that lovely forest where we once had a rock field. Again, that just, it's wonderful. That makes me happy. So we do have some firewood. It's starting to build up. And for the next, you know, 6 years or so until the children get out of school, we are going, this is it for our labor force. And some of these people are old. They may end up dying of, you know, various causes. And this is where you start juggling and you take, you know, some guy out of this and you put him in that, and then you take one out of there and you put him over there. And you just watch what is low and what is high. And make that, you know, make that work out okay. One person at a time. So our food is doing well. We have a nice variety. This one has only a couple of coats, but you know, they'll get to that. We have 11 students. That is awesome. I'm so excited. And I am absolutely certain that if I go and look, I will find that we have homes, especially in this neighborhood, where people are going to want their own homes, which means more babies and more mouths to feed without a growing labor force to take care of them. And that is the question. Do we keep letting them produce, which you have to do? And how do you find that balance? Because I don't know what that is yet. I have no idea what that balance will be yet. I just don't have a clue. But I expect we are about to find out. What could possibly go wrong? So we have to keep the population growing so that we always have people to fill those holes when people are dying of old age. But if we grow too fast, at this point where the school went in, if we grow too fast, we are not going to have enough laborers to produce the things needed by those new mouths to feed. So, yeah. And I don't know that balance yet because this game isn't released yet. So there we go. Now, what is this? They're saying, you know, our food limit is reached. We can raise that limit so they continue working. Or if the farmers are not working here, they will wander off and do some other things. And of course, people are always taking food out of the barn so they can reach the limit, and 2 seconds later, there's space again. But oh, cold. But that's because they just moved in. So that's, we've got 2 nice, lovely young couples. And we still have more. Look at them all. Oh my goodness. Lots of girls again. Okay, this guy, Laverly, you got your pick of the crop, darling. You're going to have all kinds of women wanting you. Give me the boy. So, what did I do with the road here? We got a funny little kachoo that I hadn't planned on making. Wood, stone, we don't really have either, but what the hell. Now, can I remove... Must be a way to remove something. Remove roads. So I click on that and go like this. I just don't want that little piece there. It's irritating. So I'm going to pause here and see what my little creature needs. And yeah, be back for more as soon as I can, because I cannot get enough of this game. So until I see you next time, please leave your comments, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't subscribed to my channel before, I play a lot of Minecraft. As you will notice, I play The Sims 3 when it's working on Windows 8, which has been a hit and miss proposition of late. Games like this, I can never get enough of them. I love, trying random indie games. Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, when they are available, I absolutely play them because I love them. It's a big Minecraft server. It's a lot of building. I do have a Minecraft server where we build. We all have countries. We all have history and lore and gods and fun things going on. And we are opening a second server within the next very short period of time. And that one will be, I'm calling the Murder and Mayhem server, because that's going to be a whole different kind of story and a whole different kind of gameplay. So I hope to see you drop by for some of that. So until I see you next time, do leave the like button, leave your comments, live your life happy, and always build it beautiful. Bye bye.